Hey, so tell me what's going on with the vertigo or the headache or
Usually it seems like it starts with pressure in my ear. It
Okay.
builds during the day, and then by the afternoon, I'm lightheaded
okay. So by around this time, yeah?
around this time.
Okay.
And then just, I don't know if it's the movement of my head. I know one time it was the movement of my head caused me to start spinning.
To start the spinning, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we just did the maneuver that was not really causing symptoms.
So, but I can feel the pressure in my ear build, and that feels like, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but it feels like then that's why I start to.
So it usually build from afternoon or something like that, and increase
better in the mornings, more pressure and more
and build up throughout the day, and you start to feel dizzy and nauseous after that. How long this been going on?
Probably since about January.
January, we are in August, so it's about 8 months.
Right, but it just seems like recently
worse.
It's gotten worse.
Okay, what type of treatments you had for this?
I've gone to an ENT, gave me a nose spray, Astelin.
Okay.
Hasn't helped.
Okay.
And then I went to an ENT today, and I'm
a different one.
Different one.
Okay.
A series of tests done.
A series of tests, but you're not taking no other treatment you had.
No,
okay.
She didn't give me anything. She told me to stop drinking caffeine and watch my salt. In case it is Meniere's.
It's in case it's okay. So right now, how much lightheaded do you feel, and the pressure you have from 0 to 10 in this emergency room?
Actually, on a scale from 1 to 10, it's about a 4, maybe a 5.
Where do you feel it?
Not as much as it usually is at this time.
Okay, where do you feel the pressure?
I feel the pressure in my ear.
In your ear, okay.
My left ear, and then I have just a kind of a lightheadedness.
Lightheadedness. So what's going on with your sinus? Because you were saying.
Well, my sinuses are kind of plugged because today I didn't take my nose sprays, which she told me not to take.
Yeah, you okay. All right. So let's work. How much like pressure behind your eyes now, and
you know the pressure. It's funny. I wouldn't say it's really behind. I guess it's behind.
Or
my
behind
eyes.
your nose.
It's not putting pressure on my eyes. I'm just feeling the pressure.
Stuffness.
Mainly in my ear.
Your left ear more.
Yeah.
Or you don't
only
feel
my left ear.
Only your left ear.
Not my
Okay.
right.
All right. So everything we do here should not aggravate your symptoms. Okay. So let me work on it, and then we'll see how you're doing.
Okay.
Okay. No headache now?
No.
Okay. All right. So let's lie on your back, head this way.
Head this way.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna put some lotion here. Relax. Is that too much here?
No. Not at all.
Okay. You feel a little scar tissue here? This one, make sure it's not painful, okay? So you had it since January, yeah?
About January.
Yeah,
I've had a plugged ear off and on for 4 years.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Then the spinning, the vertigo started around January. But it was not very often. It's just it's been twice this week.
Yeah, so it's more frequent.
But even if I don't have it, I still have that lightheadedness and the feeling like I might.
Hi, how are you?
I don't know if this is too much, okay? I'm going to get you more water. Do you have water? Okay, sit up for me. I'll give you more water, and let's drink the water first.
Okay.
You can get a full shot. So, lightheaded.
Not that time when I said it.
Mm-hmm. What about the pressure and the
Well,
symptoms?
the sinus pressure feels better, and the ear is not as plugged.
How much? It was 8 when you came here.
I'm thinking it's around a 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
There's still some pressure, but
Some
not
pressure.
not like it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So what do you think about ASTR treatment?
Um,
What we just did?
Sure does feel better. It does.
That's
It
good.
really does.
Yeah.
My sinuses, I feel a big improvement there.
Okay.
And then, like I said, the pressure
problem
is
the
not
pressure. As bad.
as bad as it was.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which is not painful. It's just annoying.
Just annoying to have that
Annoying.
constant pressure
Yes.
that you
Yeah.
had. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Verona, tell me what happened to your ear and how long this has been going on.
Okay, I've been having a fullness in my ear for this time, at least since January.
January. We are in
Yes.
September, so
Yes.
it's like 8-9 months.
8-9 months.
Okay.
It progressed to the point that there was so much pressure in my eardrum that it would make me lightheaded as the day went on,
And get dizzy.
and then dizzy.
Yeah.
I
So
get vertigo.
how you measure your pressure on your ear?
Right now?
No, when you
Oh,
before we start working on it,
it
from
would-
0 to 10, 10 is like
Okay.
severe pressure on your ear.
Okay, as the day would go on, it would get up to a 10.
10 out of 10.
Yes.
Okay.
And then usually at that point, I would start to spin.
Oh, you get like
Yeah.
vertigo after that.
Vertigo,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So, what kind of treatment you had before ASTR treatment?
I was put on Astelin, which
Okay.
was a nasal spray,
Okay.
which did not help at all.
Okay. Okay.
And that was pretty much it.
Okay. So, how many ASTR treatment and how you feel today?
Oh, this is my second one.
Second one
today.
for your ear. Yeah.
Yes, and I can't feel any fullness now.
And it was 10 out of 10. Now it's
Yes,
0?
Zero,
Okay.
yes.
All right. How is the dizziness since we start working on it?
No lightheadedness, no dizziness. And for my first treatment on Friday,
Okay.
After that treatment, I didn't have lightheadedness
Beautiful.
or dizziness
Beautiful.
Saturday or Sunday or
yeah.
today. till I came.
Nice, beautiful,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, what do you think about the ASTR treatment?
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
I
awesome.
have lived with this, like you said, for 9
For
months.
9 months,
and it really
yeah.
does wear on you, so it's
Yeah,
so
it's
nice
interfere with
to-
your daily activities.
does,
Yeah,
yeah,
concentration, and
Sure.
I remember several times you skipped PT because you were
yes.
dizzy. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I would be dizzy, so
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I
Yeah.
couldn't lay down and get up. It was just, I was afraid I would spin.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I'm
yeah.
glad you're doing better.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
thank
thank
you.
you for doing
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Awesome. Great.